Hi, welcome everyone. Happy weekend. Happy weekend. How's everyone doing? How's your Saturday going? I'm on a little bit late today. My daughter, it took her a while to go to sleep. So, but I'm here. Good evening. I'm on the East Coast, so right now it's 11:20. Where are you guys coming in from? Hi, how are you? So I'm just for this live, I'm doing free emotion codes for my newbies. So if it's your first time doing emotion code, it is absolutely for free. But if it's your second time and I've already had a session with you, if you would like emotion code today on the live, it is $15 donation. But if it's your first time, then it is absolutely free. I want you to experience the benefit of emotion code and see and feel for yourself what it can do for you. Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for hopping on to my live. I haven't been live for so long. My whole family got COVID. And yes, everyone's doing good. My last person to recover from the family was my daughter. So yeah, I hate seeing my kids sick. So it's like one of the hardest things. Like I could be sick, my husband could be sick, whatever. But when the kids are sick, it's the worst. It really is. Emotionally and mentally and physically, everything. So yeah, hi everyone, welcome. Hi, welcome. Oh, if you're new here, I do emotion code and I do Reiki. But for today, I am doing, my live is intentionally for all the new people that have never experienced emotion code before. And it is a free session you get to experience live. Hi, welcome all to all the new people. Wow, hello. So essentially what happens is with emotion code, I will tap into you spiritually, right? So if you are dealing with emotional or physical pain, we can see what you want to work on. For example, if it's anxiety, depression, or you have shoulder pain, knee pain, whatever it is. Hi, I don't do full readings. Usually it takes me like 5 minutes to get people on. So I was just doing affirmation cards. If anybody wanted affirmation cards while I was in the meantime. But the whole point of this live is actually to do emotion code for people. Anybody that wants to feel the benefit of emotion code, because it's quite significant and you'll benefit from it right away. So yeah, if you're interested in, can I get one please? Oh yes, of course. Okay, so for emotion code, how it works is I will need to know your first name and your last initial and how old you are, and then tell me if you want to work on an emotional pain or discomfort or physical pain, and the level of pain as well, 10 being very, very severe and painful, and then we'll get started. So I guess I won't be doing affirmation cards. We're going straight into emotion code. You guys jumped on so quickly. Usually it takes like 5 to 10 minutes for people to like see my live and hop on. So I was just trying to pass time. But So yes, emotion code. I use muscle testing. Sorry, I blinked for a second. I do muscle testing to get an emotion that you can release, and this is something that anyone can learn to do, but the only reason why you would have a practitioner do it for you is because you don't want to learn it yourself. There's literally a book that you can get. I don't know if I have it here with me, but I do. So if you want to learn how to do emotion code on yourself, on your loved ones, you just have to read this book. It's called Emotion Code by Bradley Nelson, and you can do it on yourself. But if you want someone else to do it for you and you don't want to learn it, then you come to a practitioner like me. Can you repeat? Yes. So your first name, your last initial, and your age. And if you want to work on an emotional discomfort or pain or physical discomfort or pain, and the level, 0 being no pain and 10 being very severe. So once I have all those information, we can get started. So thank you everyone for hopping on. Y'all came on so fast. I'm excited to have you guys experience emotion code. It has changed everything for me. Okay, so I have Jasmine first, and then second we'll do Ariel. So you will be on cue for the next person. So I have Jasmine. 31. Emotional pain. Okay, so tell me more about your emotional pain. What do you want to focus on? Anxiety, depression, sadness, heartache, whatever emotional pain you want me to focus on. And we're at a 7. Ariel is next. Oh, thank you so much. You're so kind. I really appreciate it. Okay. Okay, anxiety. Gotcha. Okay. So we'll do anxiety. Okay, so I am not a psychic. I'm not a medium. I am an intuitive, but these are skills that you learn how to do. Muscle testing. Anyone can do it, especially if you just practice it, enough, like anything, you get good at it. So we'll get started. So Jasmine, we're gonna start with a moment of silence. While we're in the silent moment, we want to put the intention to get rid of your anxiety. Okay, so really focus in and think about that. Okay. Okay, and again, I'm super, super grateful for you letting me enter your energy space and letting me do this for you. So let's get started. Can I connect to Jasmine by proxy? Yes. Okay. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Jasmine anxiety? Yes. Column B, column A, 1, 2, 3. Crying is the first emotion that I got. And now, if any of these resonate with you, please let me know. I like to know that I am kind of connecting correctly. And if I get something that you've experienced really, really at a young age, and you might not recall, that's completely okay, because even though you may not remember, your body is still going to subconsciously going to get rid of all of these unnecessary emotions that we've trapped, okay? All of these emotions that you have trapped in your body are called energy bubbles, right? Your emotional bubbles that are going to build up eventually and cause you this anxiety and cause you some type of pain, okay? So crying. Do we need to know more about crying? Yes. Prenatal, preconception. What age? For 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So this was at age 26. Do we need to know more about crying? Yes. Okay. Was this absorbed by someone? No. Was this a life event? Yes. So this is a life event that you experienced crying and you've trapped this emotion. And do we need to know more about this? No. All right, so we're gonna release, and what I do is I simply use a magnet through the body's meridian to what am I trying to say? To disrupt the energy field to get rid of this energy bubble. Okay, so go ahead and take some deep breaths with me. Ready? Okay. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Jasmine anxiety? Yes, column B, column A, 1, 2, 3, chronic discouragement. Rejection is the next emotion. Do we need to know more about rejection? Yes. Prenatal, preconception. What age? Before 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27. And do we need to know more about rejection? No. Okay, so we can go ahead and release rejection. Take a deep breath with me. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Jasmine anxiety? Yes, column A, column B, 6, 5, 4. Depression. Do we need to know more about depression? Yes, prenatal, preconception. What age? Before 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. At age 25, do we need to know more about depression? No. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and release depression at 25. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Jasmine to have anxiety? Yes. Column B, column A, 1, 2, 3, 4. Anger is the next emotion. Do we need to know more about anger? Yes. Prenatal, preconception. What age? Before 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. At age 26. And do we need to know more about 26 anger? No. Okay, so we can go ahead and release anger. Take some deep breaths. All right. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Jasmine to have anxiety? Yes, column B, column A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blaming is the next emotion. Do we need to know more about blaming? Yes. Prenatal, preconception. What age? For 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26, 27, 27. And do we need to know more about blaming? No. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and remove blaming because we don't need that. All right, so far, how are we doing? Are you feeling okay? Any of these resonating with you? But I will continue going. Go ahead and write in the comments, okay? All right. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Jasmine anxiety? Yes, column A, column B. 1, 2, 3, 4. Depression, frustration, and panic is the next emotion. And we need to know more about panic. Yes. Prenatal, preconception. What age? Before 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26. Do we need to know more about panic? No. Okay, we're going to go ahead and release panic. Okay. Panic. Is it just me, or am I not seeing comments anymore? I can't comment. I just want to make sure I can see your comments. Okay, we'll continue. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Jasmine anxiety? Yes, column A, column B, 6, 5, 4. Depression, frustration, anxiety, panic. Taken for granted is the next emotion. Do we need to know more about taken for granted? Yes. Prenatal preconception. What age before 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28. Do we need to know more about taken for granted? No. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and remove taken for granted. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Jasmine anxiety? Yes. Column B, column A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blaming, dread. Fear is the next emotion. Do we need to know more about fear? Yes. Prenatal preconception. What age before 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28. And do we need to know more about fear? No. Okay, we're going to go ahead and release fear. All right, we have 2 more to go, okay? Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Jasmine anxiety? Yes, column A, column B, 6, 5, 4, depression, frustration, anxiety, panic. Again, we get taken for granted. And do we need to know more about taken for granted? Yes, prenatal preconception. What age before 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25? At age 25. And do we need to know more? No. All right, releasing, taken for granted. Take a nice deep breath. Okay. Our last emotion. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Jasmine anxiety? Yes. Column B, column A, 6, 5, 4. Anger, bitterness. Guilt is our last emotion. Do we need to know more about guilt? Yes. Prenatal preconception. What age before 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26? At 26. And do we need to know more about guilt? No. All right, so we're going to go ahead and release guilt, okay? It no longer serves you, so let's take it out of your body and let it go, okay? All right, Jasmine. So if you can get up for me and kind of do a little stretch or like a shimmy, anything to kind of move your body and shake it up or stretch your body in any way. And whenever you come back, I would love to know how you're feeling so far. We started at a 7 for your pain level. 0 is no pain. 10 is very severe, and we started at a 7. So I would love to know how you're feeling now. And then next I have Ariel. Ariel, if you can type in the comments if you're still here, what type of emotional pain you'd like to work on. Okay, depression. I'm so sorry, but we definitely can work on that. Jasmine, stop. No, you did not just say 1. Stop. Are you serious? No, you're crazy. That's awesome. A 1? Girl. Well, I'm so glad. I do want to let you know your subconscious. So what we've kind of done is we've disrupted your energy space down your body, right? And your subconscious knows what it needs to let go. So what it does is it releases these and lets them go fully in your sleep state. So what that means is that while you are sleeping, you might get weird dreams, or anything that might happen that feels weird. Know that it's normal and it's okay. It's just your body getting rid of these emotions, okay? In the next 2 to 3 days, you might be a little more sensitive. And if you are feeling sensitive and all of these feelings that we just talked about that you are releasing, they will surface. You might feel them like for a little bit, but it will go away. Okay? So just have the intention to let them go because they no longer serve you and you don't need them. Okay? Thank you again, Jasmine, for letting me into your space, and I really appreciate you being on my live. Please follow me for my future lives, and if you want to book a full private session, you can definitely use my link to do so. My full sessions are typically a lot longer. It's 45 minutes, and we go into the body as well. So this is the surface of what needs to be worked on, but we can go into body code and we can dig deeper to see if your body wants to let us know what it needs. So yes, I'm so glad, yay, because this is just one emotion, and it has so many other emotions tied to it. Just your anxiety alone is going to have so many of these emotions that you felt throughout your whole life. And even some emotions are going to surface that are inherited and that are absorbed from other people. So yeah, a lot of things come up when we start digging. So I find that emotion code is just more simple and much more easier to process than going to therapy, because I have done therapy myself before, and with therapy you have to recall these events and you have to remember these things, and I can't even remember my last year, even let alone yesterday. Everything is just a jumble. So for me to go to therapy and me talking about something, I always have like the most traumatic events in mind, but not the little ones that still affect me emotionally. So emotion code has really helped me dig deeper into those little things that are still trapped within me that I needed to let go. So yeah, I hope this made sense for you, and I hope you enjoyed your session. Thank you so much. Okay, let's move on to Ariel. Okay, so we're 23 and we're working on depression, and we are starting at 9. Okay, Ariel, again, thank you so much for letting me into your energy space, and we're going to take a moment of silence. I want you to put the intention for this session to get rid of your depression. Okay, we know that it won't get rid of it 100%, but we're just going to have that intention. So whatever it needs to surface and come out, your subconscious will do that. Okay, all right. Moment of silence. Can I connect with Ariel by proxy? Yes. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Ariel depression? Yes. Column B, column A, 1, 2, 3. Crying is the first emotion. Do we need to know more about crying? Yes. When did this happen? Prenatal, preconception. What age? Before 10, 20, 10, 11, 12, 13. At age 13. And do we need to know more about crying? No. Okay, so first emotion we're going to release is crying. Let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath. Ready? Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing aerial depression? Yes, column A, column B, 6, 5, 4. Depression. So that's the next one that came up. Do we need to know more about depression? Yes. Prenatal, preconception. What age? For 10, for 20, 10, 11, 12. So at age 12, do we need to know more about depression? No. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and release depression. Take a nice deep breath. Hi, how are you? For all the new people, we are doing emotion code sessions. For anyone that is new, it is a free session, so you get a chance to experience it. But if it's your second time doing a session with me, it is $15 donations. But right now I'm working with Ariel to help her with her depression. All right, let's go ahead and reconnect. Can I connect back to Ariel? Yes, okay. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing aerial depression? Yes, column B, column A. 1, 2, 3, crying, discouragement. Rejection is our third emotion. Do we need to know more about rejection? Yes. Okay. Prenatal, preconception. What age? Before 10, before 20? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. At age 14. And do we need to know more about rejection? No. Okay, so we're releasing rejection. Take a deep breath for me. Okay. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing aerial depression? Yes, column A, column B, 6, 5, 4. Depression, frustration, instant. Panic is our next emotion. Do we need to know more about panic? Yes. Prenatal, preconception. What age? Before 10, before 20, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. At age 15, do we need to know more about panic? No. Okay, so we'll go ahead and release panic. Take some nice deep breaths. Okay. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing aerial depression? Yes. Column A, column B, 6, 5, 4. Depression, frustration, indecisive, panic. Taken for granted is our next emotion. Do we need to know more about taken for granted? Yes. Prenatal, preconception. What age? For 10, for 20, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. At age 15, do we need to know more about taken for granted? Yes. Okay, so was this absorbed by someone? Yes. Okay. Friend, family. Okay, so it came from family. And do we need to know more? No. Okay, so essentially what this means is that what is not your emotion to begin with, but if you sympathize or you have empathy for someone, or someone kind of like so strong in their emotion that you're even just you being next to them, you can take in their emotion and trap it within yourself as your own, especially from your parents. It's super easy for you to get it from your parents, so it could have been anybody in the family or somebody you live with. All right, so we'll move on. And taken for granted, do we need to know more? No. Okay, so we'll release taken for granted. Okay. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing aerial depression? Yes, column A, column B, 6, 5, 4, depression, frustration, instant. So we got panic again. Do we need to know more about panic? Yes. Prenatal, preconception. What age? Before 10, 20, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. At age 18, do we need to know more? No. Okay, so releasing panic. Okay. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing aerial depression? Yes. Column A, column B, 6, 5, 4, depression, frustration, incentive, panic. Again, we got taken for granted. Do I need to know more about taking for granted? Yes. Prenatal preconception. What age? For 10, 20, 23, 20, 21. At age 21, do we need to know more? No. Okay, so we'll go ahead and release taken for granted. Take a nice deep breath for me. Alright. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing aerial depression? Yes. Column B, column A. 1, 2, 3. Crying, discouragement, rejection. Sadness is our next emotion. Do we need to know more about sadness? Yes. Prenatal preconception. What age? For 10, 20, 23, 20, 21, 20, 21, 22. At age 22, do we need to know more about sadness? No. Okay, releasing sadness. Alright, we have 2 more emotions to go, okay? Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing aerial depression? Yes. Column B, column A. 6, 5, 4. Anger is our next emotion. Do we need to know more about anger? Yes. Prenatal preconception. What age? For 10, for 20, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. At age 19, do we need to know more about anger? No. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and release anger. Hi guys, anybody that's jumping on, give me a second. I'm almost done with Ariel, okay? Okay, so our last emotion. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing aerial depression? Yes. Column A, column B. 6, 5, 4. Depression, frustration. Indecisiveness is our next emotion. Do we need to know more about indecisiveness? Yes. Prenatal preconception. What age? For 10, 20, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So at age 15, do we need to know more? No. Alright, so we'll go ahead and release indecisiveness. Take a nice deep breath for me. Alright, Ariel, go ahead and stand up for me, and we're gonna do a little shimmy, 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 shimmy. We're gonna do a little stretching. Okay, and when you're back from your stretching, go ahead and let me know in the comments how you're feeling. We started at a 9, so from 0 to 10, 10 being very severe in your emotional pain. We started at a 9, and I hope you're feeling better. I would love to know the number for your scale right now for your pain. Okay, so let me go back into the comments. Anybody that's hopping on right now, I'm sorry. I am not a psychic. I'm not a medium. I don't have those abilities. I do emotion code and I do Reiki. Today I am not doing Reiki. I'm simply focused on emotion code. So anybody that is new and that's never experienced emotion code before, it is a mini free session. But if we have had a session before and it's your second or third time, then on my live it is going to be mini session for $15 donations. But if you want to book a full session, and then go to my link in the bio and to book a session with me. I feel good. It's at a 0. Stop. You guys are crazy today. I typically expect people to be like maybe halfway, because keep in mind this is a mini session, okay? So imagine what could happen in a full session, because we go deeper, dig into your body, what your body needs to get rid of, if it's, you know, anything that your subconscious wants to let you know. You're crazy, Ariel. Are you serious? You're at a 0? Oh my god. You guys. Jasmine's ended up at 1 and Ariel at 0. That crazy. Well, thank you again so much for letting me into your energy space and letting me do this session for you. If you want to dig more deeper into any other things, we can work on physical pain, we can work on other emotional pain. So feel free to book a session with me, or just wait for my next live for the mini sessions. Completely up to you, but Thank you so much. um So Emily Richards says, how does it work? So emotion code is simply a way to release trapped emotions that is within your body that is causing you emotional or physical pain. So with Jasmine and Ariel, we worked on anxiety and depression. But if you have a physical pain, because what happens is, unless you fell down physically and hurt yourself, then that's something we cannot really work on because it's a physical impact pain. But if a pain surfaced without nothing to cause it, it is emotionally induced physical pain. So if you have like shoulder pains, back pains, knee pains, whatever it is just simply small little emotional bubbles that gets trapped within your body, and over time it builds up and up and up and up until it becomes a physical pain, right? And some of the other emotions are going to show up as anxiety, depression, sadness, feeling blue, loss, all those emotions. But it says, I've been kind of down recently, could it help with that? Yes, if you put in the intention to, because we would just have to narrow down what we need to focus in on. So if there's any trapped emotion that is causing you to feel lost, or if there's any trapped emotion that is causing you to feel sad, right? So we can use those emotions. But then when you put the intention, because you know more about what's happening with you, and if you put that intention out there and I focus in on a certain emotion, we can pull out whatever needs to come out, right? Our subconscious is so much more smarter than us. We are in our consciousness, and yeah, we literally do the minimum. Because if you think about it, your consciousness, we're consciously thinking and speaking and all this, right? But then subconsciously, if you were to think about it, the blinking, the swallowing, the bite, all this heart pumping, the blood flowing, all of this action that is taking place that we're not conscious of, they're working 24/7 around the clock, right? So consciously we do like bare minimum. So your subconscious knows so much more. I've been feeling down because I'm currently pregnant and I just keep thinking it might be a mistake. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Well, from a mom, I have 2 kids. It's probably not a mistake. This child that you're carrying is probably gonna bring you more joy and more happiness, even though it's gonna be hard. It is something, like, if you believe in the universe and if you believe that things happen for a reason, even the bad things happen for a reason, because it needs you to shift. The universe is pushing you a different direction. So I feel like my kids have helped me heal myself and my inner child and figure out more about my trauma because of how I am with my kids. And now I'm learning so much about me because of them. So it's like, if you believe in the universe having a plan for you, then know that this is not a mistake. You may feel that way because of hormones. Like, first 3 months is a crazy hormonal stages, and then after that you just feel tired and all that stuff. But we can try Like, all I can do is try to see if this will help you, Emily, but if it's hormonal, it's not really something that I can do. If it's emotionally tied, yes, I can absolutely work on emotions. But pregnancy hormones may play an effect in how you're feeling. But me intuitively, I know there's a lot of other things that you may have in mind. Probably not a mistake. Even though it might feel like it. Of course, yeah. But yeah, Emily, if you want to, I can do a session for you. But more focused on the emotional aspect. We can tackle it from a point of view like if there's trapped emotions that is causing you to feel sad, to feel anxiety, any type of emotions that like front of mind right now, we can go through that route. And having a kid is scary. So anytime you jump into something new, it can always feel like a mistake because you feel like you're not ready for that, and change is hard. Change is absolutely hard. And your whole body, when you're pregnant, it goes through a major shift and major changes. So for you to feel that way, I just want you to know it is very normal. If any other moms are in here that can also comment to validate her feelings, because I will tell you, like, you don't have to love being a mom 100% of the time, because we know how amazing being a mom is, but it's hard. It's a hard job, but very rewarding. Like, one thing, like, it's very rewarding. So yeah, anybody who wants a session, let me know. Right now, I don't have anybody on the list that's waiting, so I can do a session for anyone. I'll probably be on here for maybe another 10 to 15 minutes, because right now I am on the Eastern time, so it's 12. I probably should sleep, but I love what I do. I'm eating jelly beans. Probably not a good idea at 12 o'clock, but whatever. So anybody else, thank you so much for all the hearts and love. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Hi to all the new people. Hello. I am doing emotion code sessions. So if you've never experienced emotion code before, or you've never had a session with me before, it is absolutely free mini sessions. But if you have had a session with me, then a mini session is $15 donations. So if you're interested, let me know. We can get started. I don't have anybody on the list right now. We just finished up with Ariel, and the session went very well. Even though mini sessions are super short, I love that if you have the intention, it just like zooms into exactly what it needs to like get out of you. So I love that. I've never had one before. I'm interested. Okay. So Emotion code is a way to release trapped emotions that is causing you emotional or physical pain. So if you like to try it out, go ahead and put your first name, your last initial, your age, and if you want to work on an emotional pain or a physical pain. And then for like emotional pain, it could be anxiety, depression, sadness, worry, whatever emotions that pop up that's like in front of mine. And how you're currently feeling. So for example, I have a scale from 0 to 10, 10 being very painful, very severely painful, 0 being no pain at all. So if you write in the comments, we can get started. Hi tacos, hello, welcome. I am doing a mini free emotion code sessions for anybody that's new to emotion code. So if you're interested, let me know. Right now, I don't have anybody on the list. Oh, sorry. So, an emotion code is simply a way to release trapped emotions that is causing you emotional or physical pain. Okay, Keely. Hi, love the name. Last initials E, 19. Okay, so you selected depression and anxiety. They can go completely different routes. What do you want to work on first? Depression or anxiety? And right now we're at a 7. And tacos, if you're still interested, you can go right after Keely. If I can have your first name, last initial, your age, what type of pain you want to work on, physical or emotional, and if you can rate yourself from 0 to 10, where you are on that scale, 10 being very severe, anxiety, at 7. Okay. First, I just want to say, actually, is it Kelly or Keely? I just have to think about that for a second. Keely or Kelly? Keely. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Okay, Keely, I really want to thank you for letting me into your energy space, and I appreciate you for being on my live and for letting me enter your energy space to heal you from your anxiety. So first, we're going to do a moment of silence. I want you to set the intention during this silence to use this emotion code to get rid of your anxiety, okay? And then Erica, you'll be right after Keely, okay? All right. Moment of silence. And if you guys are liking the video, please tap. This is the only way that they push out my live, so I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's connect. Moment of silence. Okay. Can I connect to Keely by proxy? Yes. Okay, sorry, I had to take a moment. If anybody in the space is having a lightheadedness, coming through strong. Or if it's Keely, if everyone can take a water break, please and thank you. Okay. Can I connect to Keely by proxy? Okay. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Keely anxiety? Yes. Column A, column B, 6, 5, 4. Depression, frustration. Indecisiveness is our first emotion. Do we need to know more about indecisiveness? Yes. Prenatal preconception. What age? Before 10, before 19, 10, 11, 12, 13. At age 13, do we need to know more? No. We're going to go ahead and release indecisiveness. Take a nice deep breath for me. Ready? Is there a trapped emotion that could be released now that is causing Keely anxiety? Yes. Column B, column A. 1, 2, 3. Crying is our next emotion. Do we need to know more about crying? Yes. Prenatal preconception. What age? Before 10, before 19, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. At age 15, do we need to know more? No. Okay, so we'll release crying. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Keely anxiety? Yes. Column A, column B, 6, 5, 4. Depression, frustration, indecisive. Panic is our next emotion. Do we need to know more about panic? Yes. Prenatal preconception. What age? Before 10, before 19, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. At age 18. Do we need to know more about panic? No. We'll release panic. Ready? Is there a trapped emotion that could be released now that is causing Keely anxiety? Yes. Column B, column A, 1, 2, 3, 4. Anger is our next emotion. And if any of these emotions are resonating with you, please let me know in the comments. I always like to know that I'm headed in the right direction. Do we need to know more about anger? Yes. Column A. Prenatal preconception. Prenatal preconception. What age? 10, 19, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Age 15. Okay, so anger at age 15. We'll go ahead and release. Take a deep breath. Is there a trapped emotion that could be released now that is causing Keely anxiety? Yes. Column A, column B, 6, 5, 4. Depression, frustration, panic. Taken for granted is our next one. These really resonate with me. Oh, yes. Good, good, good. Okay, we're headed in the right direction. That's good. That's good. Let's get rid of these, okay? Because we don't need them. They don't serve you no longer, okay? Taken for granted. Do we need to know more? Yes. Prenatal preconception. What age? 4, 10, 4, 19, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. At age 15, do we need to know more about taken for granted? Yes. Was this absorbed? Was this absorbed? Was this a life event? Okay, so this is a life event that created this emotion of being taken for granted, which makes sense. Do we need to know more? No. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and release them, okay? This no longer serves you, so we'll release. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Keely anxiety? Yes. Column B, column A, 6, 5, 4. Anger, bitterness, guilt. Hatred is our next emotion. Do you need to know more about hatred? Yes. Prenatal preconception. What age? 4, 10, 4, 19, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Age 15. Do you need to know more? No. Okay. So we'll release hatred. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Keely anxiety? Yes. Column B, column A. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anger, bitterness, guilt, hatred. Resentment is our next emotion. Do Do we need to know more about resentment? Yes, prenatal preconception. What age for 10, for 19, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. At age 19, do we need to know more? No. Okay, so we'll release resentment. Okay. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Kaylee anxiety? Yes, column A, column B, 6, 5, 4, 3. Confusion, deficit. Grief is our next one. Do we need to know more about grief? Yes, column A, column B. Confusion, deficit. Okay. Prenatal, preconception. What age before 10, before 19, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. At age 14, 15. At age 15, do we need to know more about grief? No. Okay, so we'll go ahead and release grief. We have 2 more emotions to go, okay? Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Kaylee anxiety? Yes, column A, column B, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Failure is our next emotion. Do we need to know more about failure? Yes, prenatal preconception. What age before 10, before 19, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. At age 18, do we need to know more about failure? No. Okay, releasing failure. Ooh, somebody's quite tense. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Kaylee anxiety? Yes, column B, column A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blaming, dread. Fear is our last emotion. Do we need to know more about fear? Yes, prenatal preconception. What age for 10, for 19, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? Do we need to know more about fear? No. Okay, so we're going to release fear. Take a nice deep breath for me, okay? All right. Okay, Kaylee, go ahead and stand up. And we're going to do a little shimmy. We're going to do a little shake, 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 stretch. Any type of movement to get your body moving. And I would love to know how you're feeling right now. We started at a 7 from 0 to 10, 10 being very severe. And we started at a 7, so I would love to know where you are in that scale, 0 being no pain at all. I'd love to know. I'm at a 2? What? Kaylee, that's awesome. On your first mini session, I ended at 2. That's awesome. I'm so glad. Of course, anytime. Yeah, emotion code has helped me so much, dramatically helped me just release all of these emotions that I've been harboring and holding on to. So I'm always happy to give back, and I love that this is what I do now, because yeah, I love the feeling of helping others also get rid of their emotional baggages that's just holding you back from your abundance, the love that you deserve, any happiness that is coming your way. You can literally hold yourself away from it because of your past traumas and past experiences. So it's always good to get rid of them, however you may choose to get rid of them. And in like a standard way is of course through therapy. But as I was saying before, therapy, the only difficult part about that is you have to recall, you have to remember the emotions. If you don't, then you can't release them. So emotion code has literally have been such a blessing to everybody. If you want to learn to do emotion code for yourself, buy this book, read it, practice on yourself. You can do this. Okay, you can literally do emotion code for yourself. Only time that you would come to a practitioner like me is if you don't want to learn it and you want someone else to do it for you. So if you want to have a full session, my full sessions are typically 45 minutes. And in my full session, we go deep dive into these emotions. We also go into your body and we find out what your body is needing, what type of trapped emotions or heart walls that needs to be let go. So there's so much more to this. This is like the bare minimum. So if you're feeling really good about these mini sessions, you're gonna feel amazing after the full session. So I love it. I love that you had a good experience with the mini sessions. So Erica, are you still in this space? I'm sorry, honey. I know that you were up next. Yes, absolutely, Keely. And like I said, if you come back to my live, for anybody that is coming back and doing another session, it will also be a mini session, but it is a $15 donation. But if you want to do a full private session, then go to my bio and look. You can see the link in there. Okay, awesome. Erica is still here in the space. Let me eat one jelly bean, okay? It's like 12:30. I should not be eating candy, but Olivia, you asked me, am I pregnant right now? I'm sorry. I'm not a psychic. I'm not a medium. I just do emotion code and Reiki. So I am not the person that you should be asking. I'm so sorry. Okay, so we have emotional pain for Erica. Okay, everyone, so Erica is going to be my last session, because it is getting quite late and I do have to go catch some Z's while my kids are asleep. Okay, so you said overwhelmed, depression. I do have to separate them. So what would you like to work on today? You want to do overwhelm or depression? Okay, one more. What's the red one supposed to be? Oh, this is very cherry. Overwhelmed. Okay. You said take your time. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay. Let's get started, Erica. So I think you've already heard me say this before, but we're going to do a moment of silence. And in this moment of silence, I want you to put the intention out there that this emotion code session is going to help you release or take away your overwhelm, okay? So everything is intentional. Everything we're putting out to the universe to help us guide through this healing, okay? Okay. Okay. Can I connect to Erica by proxy? Yes. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Erica to feel overwhelmed? Yes. Column B, column A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blaming, dread, fear, horror. So that's our first emotion. Do we need to know more about horror? Yes. Prenatal, preconception. What age for 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22? At age 22. Do we need to know more about horror? Yes. Was this absorbed by someone? Was this a life event? Okay, so this is a life event. Do we need to know more about horror? No. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and release this. Take a nice deep breath from me, okay? Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Erica to feel overwhelmed? Yes, column B, column A, 1, 2, 3. Crying. And Erica, at any moment, if any of these resonating with you, please let me know, okay? Do we need to know more about crying? Yes, prenatal, preconception. What age for 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24? At age 24. Do we need to know more about crying? No. Okay, so we'll go ahead and release crying. Is there a trapped emotion that could be released now that is causing Erica to feel overwhelmed? Yes. Column A, column B, 6, 5, 4, 3. Confusion, depressing, grief. Self-abuse is our next one. Now, self-abuse typically means that it's a negative self-talk, anything that you put in to yourself or you say to yourself that will negatively affect you, okay? Do we need to know more about self-abuse? Yes. Prenatal, preconception. What age for 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28? At age 28, do you need to know more about self-abuse? No. Okay, so we'll go ahead and release. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Erica to feel overwhelmed? Yes. Column A, column B, 1, 2, 3. Confusion, defensive, grief, self-abuse. Stubbornness is our next one. Do we need to know more about stubbornness? Yes. Prenatal, preconception. What age for 10, 20, 30? 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 30. Okay, at age 30. Do we need to know more? Yes. Was this absorbed by someone? Yes. Okay, so this is an absorbed emotion. So anybody that's around you is kind of making you feel this emotion, or that person that you're with or somebody that you're living with is like, exuding this emotion, and you're taking it in as your emotion. So that's kind of what absorb means. Okay, do we need to know more? No. So we'll go ahead and release stubbornness. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Erica to feel overwhelmed? Yes. Column B, column A, 6, 5, 4. Anger. So anger is our next emotion. Do we need to know more about anger? Yes. Prenatal, preconception. What age for 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27, 28, 28. Do we need to know more about anger? No. Okay, so we'll go ahead and release anger. Take a deep breath with me. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Erica to feel overwhelmed? Yes. Column B, column A, 1, 2, 3. Crying, discouragement, rejection is our next emotion. Do we need to know more about rejection? Yes. Prenatal, preconception. What age for 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26? At age 26, do we need to know more? Yes. Absorbed by someone. A life event. Okay, so this was also another absorbed emotion. So either this person was feeling rejected, or you felt rejected by this person. Do we need to know more about rejection? Yes. Where is it located in the body? Head, neck, shoulder. So anytime that you may have a discomfort around the shoulder, this is where it is sitting in your body for this emotion, okay? But know that we are releasing this emotion, so the intention is to get rid of it. But anything that is harboring around there could be like related to this emotion as well, okay? Shoulder area. Okay. Can I release rejection now? Yes. Okay. We'll release. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Erica to feel overwhelmed? Yes. I actually have a heating pad on my shoulder neck area. Oh, you do? Oh my gosh. Then you might have a lot of like emotional things around that shoulder area that's causing you that physical pain or discomfort. Yeah. Where was I? Oh, is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Erica to feel overwhelmed? Yes, column B, column A, 1, 2, 3, crying, discouragement, rejection, sadness. Sorrow is our next emotion. Do we need to know more about sorrow? Yes. Prenatal preconception. What age before 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 27, 28? At age 28. Do we need to know more about sorrow? No. We're releasing sorrow. Is there a trapped emotion that could be released now that is causing Erica to feel overwhelmed? Yes. Column A, column B, 6, 5, 4, 3. Confusion, defensiveness, grief is our next one. Do we need to know more about grief? Yes, prenatal preconception. What age before 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25? At age 25, do we need to know more about grief? No. Okay, so we'll go ahead and release. Okay, Erica, we have 2 more emotions to go. Hi to all the new people here. Thank you so much for jumping on my live. Erica is the last person that I will be doing a mini session for today, but please go ahead and follow me and put the notification for my live so you can catch me on my next live. If you've never had a motion code session before, it is absolutely free. But if you're coming back to have another session, it is a $15 donation. So thank you for stopping by my live. I really appreciate it and hope to see you on my next one. Connecting back with Erica. Okay. Is there a trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Erica to feel overwhelmed? Yes. Column B, column A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blaming is our next emotion. Do we need to know more about blaming? Yes. Prenatal preconception. What age before 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29? At age 29, do we need to know more about blaming? No. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and release. Is there any trapped emotion that can be released now that is causing Erica to feel overwhelmed? Yes, column B, column A, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Anxiety. Do we need to know more about anxiety? It's prenatal preconception. Prenatal preconception. Oh, okay, so this is actually preconception. So what does that mean is that while you are being created, right? While you're being conceived, you took this from your parents. So let's see, let's find out. Is this from mom? Is this from dad? So this is from your dad's side. And how many generations does anxiety go back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it goes down 8 generations. Okay. Yeah, because what happens with generational things is that it is like you are literally taking in this anxiety DNA, right? And then when things come up, you get triggered like that much quicker because it's already within you. So it's kind of harder for you because it's not something new, right? It's already something that you're built to react to. So that's what makes it really difficult. Okay, so we're gonna have the intention to get rid of this anxiety from you, and this is coming from your dad's side. So your dad, anybody that's up the line, it went up 8 generation. So anybody that's up the line, it doesn't matter if they're alive or dead, because time and space doesn't really exist. But and then anybody down the line. So if you have any kids, now we're gonna still have the intention to get rid of this anxiety, attachment, or generational anxiety down to your kids as well. Okay, so, or anybody that may be coming if you don't have kids yet. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put the intention. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of anxiety from Erica's dad, anybody up the line that's alive or dead, and anybody down the line from Erica. Anxiety does not serve us no more. Okay. All right, so go ahead and stand up for me, and we're gonna do a little moving around your body, shaking your hands, shaking your hips, anything that will loosen up your body. And then once you're back, I would love to know how you're feeling. We started at a 6 from a 0 to 10 scale, a 10 being very severe in your emotional pain, and 0 being no pain at all. So I would love to know how you're feeling right now. And I know that mini sessions are just like a little graze at what many of us have this built up, like throughout the years, built up emotions, emotional baggages, you may call them. So this is just simply like a top layer. But if you do want a private session to get deep into your body and other emotional, like heart walls, we can definitely tackle those. Bookish Mia, I would love to have a session with you, but unfortunately Erica was my last person for a mini session today. Please go ahead and follow me and do the notification for my live, because I will definitely come back here, and that way you can catch my live again, because I do free sessions. I would say I'm at a 2. Oh my goodness, Erica, are you serious? That's awesome. Down to a 2 from a 6. I will take it. I will take whatever improvements we've made today. And thank you, Erica, so much for letting me into your space energetically. Thank you for being here. Can you elaborate on the ages of each emotion? Oh yeah, absolutely. Actually, let's see. I'm gonna follow you, Erica. So go ahead and follow me if you're not, and send me a message. I can take a picture and send it to you. So you can, that way you can go through it and kind of, see. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate the time that you guys are spending with me. So, okay, perfect. We're friends now. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good night. I'll see you guys next time.